After finishing last season with a 10-2 record and undefeated in the 2A San Pedro, the Bisbee Pumas look to continue their winning ways this season in the newly realigned 2A South 1 division. And their season will be kicking off on Friday, August 22nd at home against former division rival, the Benson Bobcats, who are now 2A South 2 division. Well, we figured it'd be a great time to hang out and stop by and talk to head coach Carlos Lopez about his thoughts and expectations for this upcoming season on this episode of Coach's Corner with Jeff Davenport, brought to you by the Morse Automotive Group. Sierra Vista and Cochise County are backed by Morse. Sierra Vista, Bisbee, and all of Cochise County backed by Morse. Coach, it's so great to see you, man. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today.
Yeah, no problem.
Let's talk about first of all, let's talk about the realignment of the 2A San Pedro, formerly known as the 2A San Pedro, where you had Tombstone, Wilcox, Benson, Bisbee. All you guys were all in the same Tombstone. Did I say that?
Yeah.
We were all in the same conference, but now it ended up splitting. How is that affecting your mentality going into this season?
It's really not. We're going to take a game at a time, 1 week at a time. It is going to be a little different not playing some of those. Like, we don't play Wilcox this year, so that'll be a little different for us. And then, but it's going to be business as usual. Just take it a week at a time and go from there.
I love that. Let's talk about the season itself, the team itself. How many returning players are you looking at for this year?
Number-wise, we probably have about 17 returners.
Okay.
About 6 of them contributed a lot last year. So we lost some, but we didn't lose as much as everyone thinks we did.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and that's almost a good thing, because if they're underestimating you coming into it, that you can use that to your advantage.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we did lose the main positions, though. We did lose a quarterback, which I have complete confidence and faith in the one we're bringing up. So.
Well, let's talk about that. After a massively successful 2024 season, there's no doubt. I mean, it was a huge, huge season. What kind of strategies do you implement when bringing in a new quarterback to the starting lineup for the offense?
Stay composed. You know, you're gonna have your moments where you're gonna hit speed bumps, but just try to stay focused and do your job and trust your teammates.
And who is that quarterback?
His name's Tristan Meyer. He's gonna be he's Bryson's little brother.
Yep.
He's gonna be a junior. So.
Okay. So I mean, you're looking at this year and next year. I mean, obviously with him here, and the advantage was he's been on the team this entire time.
Yes, sir.
And so were there any changes that you've made to the offensive scheme in this upcoming season?
There'll be a little modifications just because he's a different type of quarterback than Sebastian was. He's more of your stand in the pocket type throwing guy. He can run still a little, but nothing like the other one was.
Yeah.
You know, he's going to make his own name, so you guys will see.
I love that. Let's talk about the defensive side, the other side of the ball, returning starters, and how will that end up fluctuating in this new division where you're playing some new teams that you hadn't before?
So defensively, you know, we still have Fabian coming back. He's a force on our D-line. And then we also have Jackson Alvarez was a starter last year. He was one of our all-state players. He plays linebacker. Then we have 2 returning defensive backs back as well. So defensively, we'll be okay. I think we're athletic. We're pretty athletic. So, you know, there again, we're going to have some flaws and speed bumps, but we're just going to have to get over it.
How has the offseason been for you guys, thinking about like coming up to this point? Obviously, we're a couple weeks, less than 2 weeks away from kickoff.
Yeah.
So for the season opener against Benson, but how's the offseason been developing the players during that time?
It's been good. We've had a lot of younger guys come, and you know, they're buying in the weight room and training. We worked them pretty hard this year. We ran a lot, and we had the Army. We had an Army day where the Army came and trained them. I think the hardest part was just getting the chemistry, you know, having the kids start trusting each other because it's a new group in some areas. So that part has been a process, but it's getting better.
Do you find that it actually takes true game reps to develop the chemistry, or can that be developed even in practice?
I think a little bit of both, but practice definitely you hit there's a little bickering here and there, but you know, get that out in practice now, so in the game you don't do it, but definitely.
So with all that in mind, what are the primary goals for this season, both in terms of wins and player development over the course of this year?
I definitely want to have the teamwork instilled into the kids, you know, as far as the player development. I want them to all start trusting each other and buying, you know. We don't win unless everyone does their job. It's not an individual sport. And goals, I think repeating as region champs would be a big one for us. And making
In this
another,
brand new region, you'd be
yeah.
the very first ever
Yeah.
region champs for this new region.
Yeah, and then making another run in the playoffs, you know. That's our goal every year, you know, but we got to take it one game at a time. And then, of course, playing Douglas is a big game, but I tell the boys, you know, worry about Benson first.
Right, because that is first,
Yeah.
which makes sense. It's Coach's Corner with Jeff Davenport talking to Carlos Lopez here at Bisbee High School, home of Puma Pride, right here on Coach's Corner, brought to you by the Morse Automotive Group. Beyond wins and losses, as a coach, how do you measure success?
We're ultimately trying to develop these guys and be good young men for our community, their families, their future, just in general. I think instilling discipline and teamwork is a big one, and communicating, learning how to talk to people is a big thing. Well, that's ultimately what we're trying to do here. My coaching staff does a really good job in helping me instill that. You know, we wouldn't have the success we had last year if it wasn't for the coaching staff and my coaches being there.
Well, brag about them, because this is something that a lot of people forget. You know, we understand heavy is the head that wears the crown as the head coach, but
Right.
but it is, even the coach has his own team.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Putting it together.
Yeah, my team, they help me a lot. You know, I rely on them a lot. They do a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and they put a lot of time and effort into the kids, and so it's an important part for us.
That's exciting. And of course, because these kids are student athletes, student comes before athlete.
Yes, sir.
Whenever dealing with this, what are the expectations for players in terms of academics, community involvement, things of that nature?
Be respectful in class is one, you know, that, and stay on top of your grades. You know, you ain't going to play if your grades aren't there. That's just overall what's going to be in life as well. You know, you got to focus and lock in, because the job's going to need it sometimes.
Yeah. And speaking of that, this brings us to our final two questions.
Yes, sir.
Final two questions here. And this question kind of relates to the things we were talking about before. One day, every single player that plays for you, their playing career will end, whether it's here at Bisbee, whether it's in college, or, my goodness, at some sort of professional level. What are some tangible or intangible things that the players here at Bisbee High School can take with them the rest of their life to know that they have the tools to succeed because they played here? What are things that you've instilled in them that they can use for the rest of their life?
Hard work. I think that's one thing we're really trying to instill in them right now. You know, our numbers aren't like a lot of schools, so they got to play multiple ways, special teams, punt. So I think really just falling back on having hard work and just giving everything you have, no matter what you do.
And that's a brilliant lesson, a life lesson that we can all learn and take with us to be successful everywhere. It comes down to one last question.
Yes, sir.
Coach Carlos Lopez of Bisbee High School, head football coach. What is your all-time favorite sports movie?
Remember the Titans. Yeah. Yeah, ultimately, yeah. I mean,
why? Why is that?
I like number one, I like the coach. I liked everything he did, everything he instilled in the kids, and then they all came together, you know, and that's what it's about.
I love that. Real quick before we go, your playing experience back when you were in high school. Talk about.
So I played here.
Yeah.
I played all 4 years varsity here, and then position-wise, I played a little bit everywhere. You know, when I was younger, freshman, sophomore, they threw me at guard. You know, we ran the ball out when I was there. Truman Williamson was my coach.
Yep.
So we there, and then I got moved to tight end. I played linebacker all 4 years.
Because you were class of
2008.
Okay.
So I played a lot there. I even played a little fullback. You know, I just did whatever my team needed me to do, and it was fun. I think the biggest moment was we finally won the pick after I was like 14, 15 years. So it was a long time, my junior year.
Then, talk about the legacy of the pick. I mean, this is something that's the longest, arguably, either the first or second longest running rivalry in the United States, Bisbee-Douglas. The importance of this game, it brings two communities together. There's tailgating at a high school game in Arizona. I can understand that maybe in Texas, but around here, it always has that extra level of something exciting happening.
I tell the kids, you know, it is, I believe I was told, the second oldest rivalry, active rivalry in the nation. But they'll never play in a game like this. This game it's a different environment. It's even different than playoff games. You know, I think last year it was close to 5,000 people. You know, everyone's here, and it's surreal. It's a surreal moment, especially when you win. You know, I was blessed to win last year. Hopefully we get to do it again.
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt. And we can't wait to watch that game and so many others, actually the rest of your games that will be live on Cool FM Live over the course of this season, Coach. And this brand new division, we wish you the best of luck here for the 2A South 1 and all the things that are ahead for this Bisbee program. We're so excited, and we can't wait to watch you guys just do what you did last year and keep up that momentum and keep driving forward.
All right. Hopefully we do. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Appreciate
Coach, for
you
your
guys.
time. And thank you so much for watching this episode of Coach's Corner with Jeff Davenport, brought to you by the Ed Morse Automotive Group. Sierra Vista, Bisbee, and all of Cochise County is backed by Morse. Hey, are you just like Coach Lopez? Did you end up going to Bisbee High School? If so, make sure that you share this video around. Tag your Bisbee friends in this post. Make sure they see it and everybody knows what's going on this coming season here in Puma Pride Land, right here in Bisbee, Arizona. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sharing. And we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks again, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.